Good evening, everybody. I'm going to talk about the NBA. As I suppose you know, this is the National Basketball Association of the United States. So let's begin. This is like the index. I'm going to talk about the regular season, the play-in, the playoff, the draft, and other leagues like the G League and the Summer League. Let's continue. Well, let's begin. Parts of the season. The first part of the season is the regular season. As I suppose you know that this is played the most part of the year. So each team plays 82 games and they must play at least one game at visitor and one game at home against each team. They are also divided in divisions. Divisions are three per each conference. I forgot. There are two conferences, the East and the West. In each conference there are three divisions. They mostly play more games with other teams in the same division as them. Okay. And in total there are 30 teams. So, and there are 10 teams divided in two conferences, and the conferences are divided in three divisions. Okay, I'm going to continue with the play-in. For who? This is played for the teams who want to play the playoff, right? This is played by the 7th, the 8th, the ninth, and the 10th of each conference. Basically, the 7th the 7th seed plays against the 8th and the ninth with the 10th. And the winner of the 7th and 8th passes directly, while the loser plays with the winner of the ninth and 10th. This was implemented by Adam Silver to become the league more entertained in this last part of the regular season. So let's continue with the playoff. The playoff is the most exciting part of the NBA because it's the run of the championship, and not only for the NBA. It's like in the majority of American sports, this part is called the playoff. And this is a race for the championship. Everybody wants a championship. You could see here Kobe Bryant celebrating their their ring. So basically, each team from each conference um, plays the final. But how they reach the finals? They play the first against the 8th, the second with the 7th, the third with the 6th, and the fourth with the 5. This is the first round of the playoff, and they start playing. They start playing, and they got the conference finals. That is the best two teams of each conference, and the finals are the best team of each conference. Okay, so let's continue with the draft. As I suppose you know, the draft is an event so famous because this is for all the young people that want to play in the NBA. This event consists of the teams selecting young players that declare eligible for the draft. Um, the lottery that is here is a concept that is so important here because the teams who hasn't passed to the playoff, they are they play a lottery for the first picks that are in general are used for select the best players of the draft. Okay, also you declare eligible from high school, but it's so hard to pass because you must be so good to pass if you haven't played in college, and if you are a foreign player, you can be eligible if only if you are under 22 years. Okay, I'm going to continue. The draft combine. The NBA combine is like an event, um, pre-draft, so the teams and the ones who will select the young players watch uh, how they play, their skills, how high they jump, um, and there are a lot of like drills they do to to prove the players, the ability of the players. They are like reaction drills and, as I said, the jump. And the most important, matches against other young players to see how they play, like in like in in teams. Also, this is used for the young players to show themselves. So I'm going to pass with the other leagues. This is very important because in other leagues we have the G League, that is called the Development League. This was called the D League because, as the name says, is the Development League. As in general words, this could be described as a second division of the NBA, and the majority of teams of NBA have a team in this league, and they do this because there are a lot of players that are not so good to play in the NBA, but they trust that they can improve and they can do the they can do the NBA. So, for example, if someone is in the B team and he improved so much in a season, they call him to play in the NBA. In other words, and simple words, this is a development league. And finally, the summer league, and this is a tournament um, post draft. This is usually played by the players who were drafted, and it's so interesting because the majority of people watch it because they want to know how the young players of their team play. So they want to see how their team could play in the future, because it's not only for the ones who were drafted in the years. Instead, is by players with less than 3 years of experience in pro leagues. And as I said, this is for see the best prospects and how the first picks play, and the people enjoy this so much. And this is all. And thank you for your attention.